About a year ago, I lost my job, my privilege to drive, and I was evicted. And I was living in a hotel, and then luckily, I'm fortunate enough to have family that let me in. And it wasn't the first time I went homeless. The other time I went homeless, I got 2 jobs and I got out of it, and it worked out. I was actually saving more money than ever before and performing music at the same time and getting to see my son. It was all great. This time was different. I'd been ran over by a car and just had more debt in general and just more complications. You can watch my past videos to learn what the poop happened. But so I've been living with my parents for the past year, and the past couple months I've had so much anger and resentment for my family and my parents, and I just realized, you know, after breaking my nicotine and THC and not so much the alcohol just makes me feel bad, so I'm not drinking just that one night. But I was very angry, and a lot of it was because of withdrawals, or the withdrawals were just bringing out old resentment, and now I'm just holding it down and it's dormant. No. No. I've gone through cycles like this where I get really angry, but then the anger goes away, and then I just feel bad that I was that angry. And I just want to say I do love my parents and my family, and I'm very lucky to have them. Not just because they support me and, you know, they took me in, and I'm 30 years old, almost 30, I'm 29. But they are great people, beyond the non-veganness and the ignorance and a bunch of things that kind of just annoy me. But I'm sure I annoy them, and I'm probably a disappointment and a pain to them. And that's another reason why I'm very upset, is because I don't want to be a disappointment to my parents, even though I don't really agree with a lot of things that they do. But, you know, it's complicated. It's life. I love them. I just need to say that. And also, I talked about in my videos a guy who ran me over and who was egotistical in a band with me, and I'm playing sounds like I'm playing myself off as a victim too much of the time. I went back and watched some of my videos, and I was angry, and I mean, it's true, it's all true, but I like to say, like, it's my fault too. Okay, I'm not all sunshine and rainbows. I'm a very angry man at times, and you know, the guy who ran me over with a car, who I was in a band with, he I don't know fully, like, but I would, if he's a decent person or not, but I would like to show him respect and not just kind of talk crap on him, although I didn't say his name. And this is more like therapy, not really venting or therapy. It's just me telling my story, trying to do it as unbiasedly as possible. But I'm just tired of being a guy full of rage and resentment. Even if someone ran me over, even though I was violent to him, but it was after a long time of holding in resentment of him being disrespectful to me. But it was my choice to be there with him. So I just want to take responsibility for wherever I went wrong in my life. But I also don't want this rage and resentment inside of me. It's really, it eats away at me, because it contradicts. I have empathy and rage and resentment, and it just like tears me apart. So I would just rather go back to my hippiness and somehow learn how to love everyone again. And, you know, being able to step away from the intense nicotine withdrawals has helped with that, because kind of just makes me really angry, or brings out the anger that's already inside of me. But I can't rely on substances to do this. Although if I do want to quit nicotine, I have to realize it's gonna be a very hard couple months probably, and I'm probably going to be very angry for that time. But yeah, I'm tired of being angry and resentment. I want to find the gratefulness and the love I have for all people, even my enemies, even people that, I don't really vibe with or understand. Because I've done that strongly for a majority of my adult life. And it's just recently now that a lot of resentment is coming up, and I'm just becoming very sour and angry, and triggered from feeling stuck, like I'm behind on life, like I'm not enough, and trying to get out of the addiction of nicotine. But, I believe I can do it. I felt little pockets of empathy again. I mean, I feel empathy every single day, but empathy for like my enemies and empathy for people who I felt have done me wrong. And it's a powerful emotion whenever you can understand someone that you absolutely loathed and hated, and not even just understand, but you actually feel for them, like, see them as a human being. So how about y'all? Do y'all have like rage and resentment for certain people that did you wrong? Are you trying to be a little bit happier and full of love? Or are you angry because of withdrawals? Leave your comments down below. For the animals! Woo!